Welcome back to the Pig Room, you guys, or welcome to the Pig Room if you are new here. So we're actually going to be doing something a little bit different than I've usually done on this channel. I'm going to be introducing a segment to this channel where it's like more sit down videos, doing a lot of reactions, talking with you guys. I don't know. I just felt like introducing something new to this channel because I've been getting a little stagnant in my content. I feel like I really want to amplify it. I spent a whole lot of money on this setup that you guys are kind of looking at right now. So hopefully it's worth it and hopefully you guys enjoy it. Yeah, just trying out new stuff on this channel. So I hope you guys are excited. But to kick off this new segment for the first video, we are going to be reacting to a story that actually came out on Inside Edition through CBS. Funny enough, I was actually going to somewhat be a part of this story. I kind of was. I was actually in contact with the person who was putting together and curating this story, and I had notified her that, hey, if you guys are making a story on dumped rabbits, I'm probably the perfect person that has plenty of experience to kind of explain this to you guys and also offer content and sending you guys all the videos and photos that I've taken throughout all of my rescues that I've done since March of this year. You guys don't know, I've been doing rabbit rescues since then, and in that time, I've rescued well over 50 rabbits. So I kind of have pretty good experience when it comes to the whole idea of dumping of rabbits, unfortunately. It's a huge problem here in my town. If you guys haven't seen my last rescue video, make sure to go ahead and check it out because it was one of the most intense videos and rescues I have ever filmed here on this channel. While I was actually at that rescue, she had texted me and let me know that the story was being posted at 7 p.m. And I was like, oh, okay. I thought maybe they would be including my clips. Maybe they did. I really don't know, but I do know that they actually ended up interviewing a rescue, I think somewhere based out of either New York or New Jersey. So we're just going to react to this for the first time. I actually have been waiting to react to this for almost a week and a half to 2 weeks now. I did actually get a little bit of a spoiler about this video, and the general bunny community is not happy. From what I hear, they did not hit the nail on the head. The entire story was just kind of like fluffed up. There was no really serious attitude in it. There was just no call to action. It just kind of fell flat. While we watch this, I'm going to be pointing out what's good in the story and then also what's bad, and we'll just talk about it again because I do have so much experience with saving bunnies. So I did search it, Inside Edition, dumping of rabbits. So this story is actually called Why Are Some Bunny Owners Abandoning Their Pets? So we're about to find out.
We've seen this too many times. Dogs getting dumped.
That is an awful way to hold a dog. Oh my God. That is really bad. Yeah, don't hold an animal like that. Even a rabbit, never pick it up by its neck. That is very, very painful, especially for a dog. Oh my God. And then there's another dog in the back seat, probably just waiting to be dumped as well. That's just... Again, I'll never understand why people dump any animal, like any.
Owners who apparently never realized how much work it takes to care for a pet pooch. Now it's happening to pet bunnies. The adorable creatures are getting dumped in a field like trash, or in a back alley where it looks like this lady is.
So from my personal experience, I've never came across a rabbit that was dumped in a cage like these people are doing. I'm actually curious to know how they actually got these clips. Maybe it was like security camera footage, but yeah, I've never came across that. I don't know if it's like, it's probably not better than just letting them go outside just because being secluded to one area, food is very limited in that sense. So yeah, I would much rather, I think, them being out and about and not dumped in a cage. But then again, like maybe it's easier for people to spot.
In a field like trash, or in a back alley where it looks like this lady is abandoning multiple bunnies. And these cuties were discovered left in a box. They're just weeks old. Other bunnies look terrified as they search just weeks.
Those ones aren't weeks old. Those are definitely on the older side for sure.
Old. Other bunnies look terrified as they search for food.
Wow, that actually looks very similar to the one that I rescued in my last rescue. Very similar, and also a very similar scenery as well.
Food before they become lunch themselves.
Who would give up one of these adorable bunnies?
I actually can't understand that myself.
Gwen Kaiser runs a rabbit rescue program in upstate New York.
Okay,
People just want to fix their life, and the easiest cure-all is just, what can I make in my life to change it, to make it easier? Oh, the pet, that's a lot of work. If I get rid of the pet, my life will be easier. And out goes the pet.
Lots of
That is a pretty common mentality when it comes to owners dumping their animals. Sometimes owners actually think they're doing a service to these animals with dumping them, because a lot of people do think that wild rabbits and domestic rabbits are the same thing. They think that, rabbits know how to naturally forage and hide and just live like a wild rabbit does. But people actually tend to forget that domestic rabbits and wild rabbits are actually completely different DNA and gene makeup. They actually cannot even breed with each other. So they are very different animals. And regardless, if you bring a domestic animal and dump it into the wild, it's not going to have those natural skills of how to survive out there. So, yeah, you're definitely doing a disservice to this animal if you are dumping it. That's for sure.
So people get them thinking that they are easier to take care of than cats or dogs, but really adorable little bunnies like Gordy here need a lot of attention. They need daily feeding, cleaning, and importantly, they need trips to the vet.
Correct.
Not to mention how fast rabbits multiply.
A rabbit can have a litter every 28 days, and there could be up to like 10 babies, sometimes more, in a litter.
Alexis.
This is true, and this is why it's such an issue with dumped rabbits. They multiply like what seems like every single day, but obviously it is just 1 month. Yeah, they'll obviously have sex, they'll get pregnant, they'll give birth in less than a month, and then that rabbit can get pregnant again after just having given birth. So there's rabbits out there where there's like 10, give it a month and it'll be like 30 to 40 at that point, depending on how many females are out there. Yeah, that's why this is such a big issue, because if we don't stop it and get to the sources of like these breeders or people dumping them, we're always going to be in this issue.
Smith brought 2 bunnies home without telling her mom.
It was becoming a
That's literally
dilemma
me.
in our family. I didn't exactly get permission.
Good
to
for you,
bring them
girl.
home.
But with Alexis off to college, Mom Sarah knew she couldn't handle the bunnies alone and found them a new home.
People bring in these cute animals and think they're easy to care for. It's a big, big job that people are unaware of.
Wait a minute, that was the full story? Y'all. Wait, there's no way. Yeah, we're at the end. Okay, well, everyone was right. I am very, very disappointed. What? Okay. Yeah, we need to talk about this. There was no mentioning of, like, the severity of the issue that we're currently in, the crisis that we're in with dumping of rabbits. I'm kind of astounded right now. This is actually crazy to me. The title is Why Are Some Bunny Owners Abandoning Their Pets? So they talked briefly about it and they said because, it becomes too much work and they just need to get rid of it. But they never talked about the bad things that can happen to the rabbits after being dumped. Ticks, mites, fleas, getting hit by cars, getting taken by the wrong people, getting eaten by wildlife, the weather, so many factors that pose such a risk to these animals being dumped, and nothing was mentioned, really? Now, I know that this story was relatively short. It was a minute, not even a minute and 50 seconds. It ended actually early, like 5 seconds early, a minute and 45. This was their chance to really jam-pack this story with as much information as possible and make it a call to action for people to stop doing this and to find resources out there, because we have a lot these days of rehoming their animals in the appropriate way. Craigslist, Facebook, shelters, rescues. There's so many options for people to take to rehome their animals, and they didn't explain why it's so bad for them to be dumping them. If there's anything, I'm glad that they talked about how these animals are difficult, that rabbits are a difficult animal to take care of compared to dogs and cats are very similar. But I just would have wished they would have talked about the dumping a little bit more. If there's anything that you guys really want to understand about why this is such a bad thing or how much work it actually takes to go out there and rescue dumped animals, go check out my channel and my other videos. You guys are obviously on my channel right now, but check out my videos where I do rabbit rescues or even guinea pig rescues, and just go see firsthand, because I actually bring you guys along through my GoPro. I attach you and I bring you guys along through these rescues and see just how difficult it is to rescue these rabbits, how much work is involved, how emotionally draining it is, how awful it is to see dead rabbits on the streets, how we come across rabbits who are infested with ear mites, all kinds of sicknesses and illnesses. My channel truly shows the reality of why why it is so bad to dump your rabbits. All right, so that was me reacting to why are some bunny owners abandoning their pets? I feel like we really did not get an answer, but hey, I'm kind of actually glad I was not part of the story because I would not want my face or my name involved with a story that did not get its point across. No, definitely not. All right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe for more videos every single week. And until then, I hope you and your piggies and your buns are happy, safe, and healthy. Bye, guys.